Hello and welcome to another installment of Comparative Reasoning. I'm your host, Cedric Kennedy, and I want to talk about this whole Trump supporter insurrection aftermath thing. Look, this is probably going to be a short one too. Here's the thing. Trump riled them up. He made suggestions. We're going to march. I'll march with you. We're going to storm up there. We're going to demand our country back. We're going to demand a recount of whatever they were saying. When Million Man March, Million Women March, Black Lives Matter, and all these other marches, you know what people did? They just walked up there with their signs, yelled, went home vocally exhausted, no change. That's what happened. So when they go up there, see, it's a march. But see, for them, a march isn't about just protesting. No, they had to go up there, invade, and be allowed to do this by the police, physically get involved, hunt for people to kill, had a noose ready to hang people, had everything to capture, kidnap, detain, hold, and more. Not only did they have mob mentality, but the fervor of their anger that minorities are trying to get a fair shot was also fueling this. They wanted their country back. They want the ability to hate without persecution. That's how that translates to me. Now, Trump has already said, "Hey, I'll pardon you. Don't worry about it." He said all that. So they're like, we get like little children. We get to do whatever we want to do. There's going to be no punishment or anything. Let's have some fun. And that's what they did. The evidence is there. They had fun. This is the most fun I've ever had. Wow, this is a great event. They were just spectators, and others were actual violent insurrectionists. Some call it a diet coup. No, it was a failed coup. And since they realized, oh crap, Trump is not going to bail us out. Trump isn't going to pardon us, because they begged and pleaded. Trump isn't going to do it. He's like, I'm done. Bye. LOL, you did that. And now they're mad. They're angry. And see, they don't listen to progressive media. They don't. They only listen to right-wing media. If they actually listen to left-wing, not the center-left, not the Democrats, but progressive and further left media, they would have actually heard a multitude cavalcade of "don't do it, Trump don't care. He will leave you high and dry. Do not do this." And the great support of how to know that Trump is going to leave you high and dry. They would have heard this for over a month. They did it. Trump isn't helping them. And now they're mad. So now they want to turn on Trump and say, hey, he made me do it. When Trump didn't make anybody do anything, that defense won't hold up. All right. Son of Sam didn't hold up. You are not going to hold up. Donald Trump is supposed to be the top tier at the time, top tier public servant. And so you mean to tell me, any Trump supporters that would even dare listen to me, you can spread this to the Trump supporters. Do it. And other Republicans. You mean to tell me the public servant has dominion over you? Just think about that. The servant has dominion over you. That makes no sense. Well, he made me do it. Nope. He told me to do it. Nope. You know why? Autonomy. There's a bit of free will in this, free choice. What about those that didn't do it? If Biden was like, hey, we want you to storm the Capitol, take no prisoner, I'm going to be like, nah, man, that's cool. You know why? Because I don't want to get killed. Hey, I happen to not be white, so if I storm the Capitol, I'm a dead man. These officers let these people in. These officers watched it happen. One even got killed. Hope you're happy. 5 of these invaders, these traitors, got killed. And the ones that got killed, the more popular ones, the ones that make it to main media and whatnot, all those Trump supporters turned and said, nope, that person was not with us. Even though she was holding a Trump flag around her, poke her head through, got shot in the neck while she was with them. And at the time they defended her, but now she was never a part of us. They literally did to her and a few others what Donald Trump did to them. So since you can't get pardoned, you want to get out of it by saying, hey, Trump made me do it, and that's your defense. It is going to fail. It is going to utterly fail, and I hope so. I really do. Truth be told, the prison industry, the prison industrial complex, you want your free labor? Every single one involved in that insurrection on January 6, 2021 should be locked up. They should be locked up. If you can get 5 to 15 and sometimes 25 years for holding an ounce of weed while you're a minority, then what is it when you literally invade the government and with intent to harm and or kill? So if you want your prisoners, there you go. Not only were they inciting violence, they committed violence. They attempted murder. They attempted kidnapping. There was manslaughter. There was murder. Trump is at the head of it. He has no defense. He has none, but he'll be acquitted by those of his peers. Why? Because his peers need him to be free so his supporters can vote for them. That's all that is about. We're going to acquit Trump in this impeachment so that his supporters won't be pissed with us. That's all that is. And the Democrats could easily slam dunk this down. Don't need much, And as I've listened to Farron Cousins, and I think Bo the Fifth Column, private vote, secret ballot. So no one has to be held accountable for their vote. That thing that they strive so hard to do in life anyway, to not be accountable. All these other marches by minorities did nothing. This insurrection did nothing. The only way to do it is to vote them out. But if you're so partisan, so tribal, you'll always vote them in, no matter how much damage they do to you. And that's on every side. Democrats will keep harming. Republicans will keep harming. And you think this is the last attempted attack on Washington? Nope. It might take about 16 generations, but it will happen again. People do get fed up, and then others will say this happened back then and it didn't work. And then another 16 generations, they'll be like, it didn't work then and it's not going to work now. And people keep beating their head against the wall, expecting that wall to never be there, wondering why they keep getting hurt. That is what's going to happen. I wish it were not so, but the only way to do this, honestly, you have to just change your vote. You literally have to throw it in their face, not you, not anyone like you. And you have to literally vote different. And they say, what happened? And you're like, you happened. Bye-bye. That's it. If you don't change your vote, if you don't change your thinking on politics and whatnot, and you only care for when it comes down to the primary and then general, and then you say, I did my part, I kept my party in, then you have failed not only yourself, the country, you failed your children, your friends, and you cannot complain at all about any financial woes, any medical burdens, nothing, because you help keep the status quo. That's really all it is. These Trump supporters, they're gonna vote Republican. They're not gonna go Democrat. And the only thing that they'll vote that's not Republican is a third party offshoot Republican that say we're not Republicans, but we're this, doing everything that Republicans already do, if not worse. And they'll say we've changed our vote. We vote third party when it's the same crap. They will lie to themselves to get nothing. If I'm going to lie to myself, I got to get something out of it. I got to get something tangible, something emotional that I can tangibly see happening. These guys and gals will lie to themselves to gain nothing. And that is the last thing anybody should ever want. This has been Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.